So, Roman Reigns explains on how he became heel that we all know and love right now. So, last year when he returned at SummerSlam, he became one of the best heels in WWE history, gone from one of the worst baby faces of John Cena 2.0 to being his true self, a heel along with Paul Heyman. It actually worked, and I'm glad that they finally chose to turn him heel. We're gonna get to the video in a few minutes, so before we get into this, make sure y'all subscribe and hit that like button and click that notification bell, because what we're about to see is his true explanation of why he chose to turn heel, and this should be a good one. Here we go.
Can you talk at all about how it finally came to fruition before you returned at SummerSlam? Is this something that you pushed for? Is this an idea that was brought to you? Like, how did it all finally come together?
I've always wanted to turn heel. I've always I didn't feel like I should have like been the baby face out of the Shield group. We all agreed. We thought it should have been Seth, and then keep me as a bad guy. But it just happens the way it happens. The numbers lined up the way they did. Things were starting to work as a good guy for me, and then obviously it took a toll here and there, and there were some nights where there's some loud boos, and people they take that response and they run with it, because sometimes it was at the shows that were big and that were seen, the pay-per-views, the Royal Rumble in Philly. Just about everybody gets booed in Philly. You know what I'm saying? Like at
Nah, blame Vince for that.
Philly is so loud. They're gonna boo Daniel Bryan one day. You know what I mean? Like that's how just Philly works. It's just Philly. So,
Yeah.
but like people aren't there every single week, to see all the live events, to see how well the live events would be doing or the tours would be doing. We'd be selling out houses, and I'd be the top baby face. Crowd going nuts, cheering the hell out of me. So it was one of those things where it was like, man, I want to do this because I know I can tap into a different level of character work. I know I can create so many more layers as a performer if they allow me to do this. But the numbers just wouldn't let me. Like I said before, the response, no matter what, was always big. And in this day and age, I think controversy is always sold, but if you don't have a certain level of negativity coming at you, you might not be doing as good as you think you are. If you don't have that many haters, you know what I mean? Like I think Cody said it. Like you got to have some haters. That's the key to success sometimes. But I think the true key to that success is how you handle the haters, how you in your psyche can allow them to affect you.
Them teaming up with Paul Heyman.
Affect you.
Him teaming up with Paul Heyman was such a smart move.
I wanted to for a long time, and when the opportunity came, I jumped on it. It was kind of a team discussion. Obviously, you got to have the big man involved, and he's got to have the blessing from him. But it just, excuse me, it just all seemed to work out with perfect timing. And I think we're in a point where we're in a time frame, being in a pandemic, no crowds, no ticket sales. Let's just create this content, and take care of our television providers, and our audiences watching at home. Let's take a chance. You know what I mean? If there's not, if this ain't the time to gamble, then I don't know when is. So I'm glad we did.
I was gonna say that when he first won the 2015 Royal Rumble, I felt like his character was starting to really turn into John Cena, and especially when it came to the promos, starting with I think 2014 TLC, when he was botching a lot in his promos. Then on SmackDown, when he started talking off the walls like John Cena, and it got so much hate, and it got some real bad results out of it, and it was almost to a point where a lot of us didn't really want to watch this company anymore because of some of the stuff that they're doing with Roman Reigns' character, thanks to Vince McMahon and his mediocre BS in general. So I'm glad that Roman Reigns turned heel, and I'm hoping that they stick with this route, because there's a lot of good and great opportunities and potential of them putting him in a great storyline with some of the best talent in the company. I'm hoping they do that. So yeah, what y'all thoughts on Roman Reigns' heel run? Let me know in the comments down below. You know how I feel. I think it's great. Let me hear from you.